on this computer. Woo! What's happening, my fine people of YouTube and our community? We are here with a very special guest, my good friend, James Rukundo. Actually, we go way back, but we ended up reconnecting years and years and years and years later in the real estate world. And, I wanted to have an opportunity to share this story with our people. James, what's going on, my man?
Alfonso, how you doing? I'm fantastic, man. How you doing?
Oh, so good. And you know what? I'm so proud of you, right? And you should be proud of yourself because, you wanted, you had a dream, you had a vision, and here you are. You are an award-winning real estate investor with deals and working on multiple deals, and I'm just so proud of you, my man. And so I wanted to have the opportunity to share that story with our community and on my YouTube channel to show you some love, recognition. Some people can reach out to you and and get an idea of what you're doing, but mostly want to go through your journey, and your story and how you got here.
Yes, absolutely. First and foremost, thank you for having me, and thank you for the tremendous opportunity that you've just provided. Man, I cannot believe. I see in this space you can quickly get confused with comparing yourself to others. But if I just to look back, I would say maybe about a year ago. What a journey. It's been full of ups and downs, emotions, and I can't say I'm just truly blessed and honored, and I'm just thankful first and foremost to God, and I'm thankful for the family and everybody. I thank you for just giving me the opportunity to grow, and thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, I always want to show some love to all of my students. We have a powerful community, and it's very different than, there's so many other communities, and people talk about the power of network, and your net worth usually equals your network equals your net worth.
That's right.
And I would have to agree with that. But in this case, we have an extremely powerful community, a very diverse type of community. People are taking action. We have killers. We have all top level people, and I always want to talk to our students. I want to make sure that they can shine. And so let's go back to the beginning, man.
Yes, absolutely.
To how you got here, and where you're from, and
absolutely
how we met.
Man, okay, let's go back. We'll go back way back in time. So yeah, I'm originally from Uganda. That's in Africa. Kampala is my city. Immigrated to Canada 2002. It was just, I think, the biggest opportunity that I think I've ever gotten, because a lot of people, when you come into opportunities, you want to win the lottery. But I think coming into Canada was just my biggest opportunity that I got to life. So I love the country, entered the system, and I met you, I'll probably say early 2000s when I just came here. I was in high school, and I got an opportunity to come to your store. So I was looking for some gear. I think that was when you had the rugged culture. We're talking about a long time ago.
Okay, so some people on my YouTube channel are watching me from. I have subscribers all over the planet. So for those of you that don't know, I used to have clothing stores, in the mid 90s to early 2000s. And that was my claim to fame, I guess. That's how a lot of people knew me, and you happened to walk into one of my stores.
I walked into one of those stores. I was looking for a nice leather jacket and some Timberlands, and I just said, they said, you got to go check this store out. And here I am. I come to the store cranking some music, and I just love the atmosphere in the store. I picked up what I wanted to get, and then I actually met your daughter Talia, who was at the cash register. She gave me a good promotion. She was like, you bought this amount of product, so you get an iPod for half the price, and I got that. So that was another great opportunity to meet her. So
I don't
yeah,
even had it. It was an MP4.
it was an iPod Shuffle that probably worked for what I got is worth. So it was no warranty on that. So you know what? I said it's all good. It's all good. No.
Yeah. So do you remember like how old was she? How old was she?
I think she was probably about she's got to be about maybe 13 or 14 by that time.
Cool.
And yeah, she must have been about that old.
Yeah. So maybe even younger because she's 27 now. Right. So
Right.
she'll be 27 in September.
Okay.
So
Could
imagine how how time flies. You know what I mean?
absolutely, absolutely amazing. And then so fast forward, it's gotta be about maybe 2015 or so, give or take, about 10 years after, 10, 15 years after, I entered into real estate space. So my first purchase was a pre-construction condo. And this is all I knew. I mean, I wanted to do real estate, but I didn't know how or what the best way is. So, somebody had mentioned to me pre-construction condos. So that's what I did. My wife and I, we bought a pre-construction condo, and then we soon realized that you just set up your deposits and just wait. Literally, you just sit and just wait for that appreciation, which is a great strategy, but we wanted more to life. My wife and I were pretty active in our 9-to-5s that we used to do. So we just figured there's got to be a better way to keep busy into this. So we kind of dug into it and, we joined a few programs. So that was the beginning of the whole figuring out life. I must have jumped on, I don't know how many programs there is, because I mean, and every day there's a whole new program being introduced out there. So I probably did, I don't even know, about 10 different programs. And every single time that I try to find out into this whole investigation of what to know about real estate, your name comes up. So the first time your name came up and said, you're in Ottawa? I said, yeah, I'm in Ottawa. So there's a guy called Alfonso Quadra. I'm like, okay, look him up. I think might be somebody that might be useful in trying to discover what you want to do. So I look you up, I find out you're in Ottawa, and I set up a call. And then, you ask me, we jump on this call and you tell me a little about yourself and what you're doing. So again, I said, I am super glad you asked me. So I am doing this and I'm doing that and I'm doing this. And I just mentioned a whole bunch of stuff that I was doing. Is like, man, you're busy. I said, I am absolutely busy. And
so, well, I just want to say that you were doing nothing wrong, right?
Right.
You were searching for something, and you had joined all these programs, and often, for me, and you're not the only one. I meet people like that every day. They're like part of 5 or 6 programs, but I don't see them doing anything like buying real estate.
Right,
So
right.
what's one more program? You know what I mean? It's another distraction, and so. As you know, James, my focus is not in trying to enroll as many people as possible. So this is why I'm like, okay, that's nice. You know what I mean? You're in a lot of programs. And what did I say?
You told me, you know what, you're doing great. So get done with what you're doing and come back. And I actually kind of felt offended telling me that, because I had never heard that. I was never told that before. Because everybody you reach out, they're like, you're interested, sign up. There you go.
And they're hungry. They just want they want to put you to pull out the credit card.
That's right. So I was ready to pull out my credit card. You said, you know what, you got a lot going on, and that's a great thing that you're doing, but finish what you're doing and then reach out to me. So I got a bit of a reality check. I said, man, okay, I'll kind of go back, and I just absorbed all that. You know what, I went back to do what I do best, and I kept on just doing more stuff and finding out this and this. And I would probably say about another few months after that, guess what happens? Your name pops up again, and they tell me, dude, I think what you're looking for, this guy might be able to offer what you're looking for. And I was just kind of finalizing up what I was doing. And then, I think from maybe I'll just say from 9, I kind of went down to 2. And then I reached out to you, and I said, he's like, man, okay, you reached out to me again. How you doing? What's going on in your life right now? Where you at with things? And I said, okay, well, I'm almost done with this, and I'm almost done with that, and I'm almost done with this. And you're like, wow, okay. And how did that go? And I think what was happening is I was in that analysis paralysis stage. I just kept on trying to learn more and more and more. What happened this? What I was trying to get my I's dotted and my
Yeah.
T's crossed at that time, right? I needed
And
to have.
I was going to say, it's a fine line between like information junkie, right? And because, you know, dopamine gets is released when you are watching, because it's so exciting to watch content online like YouTube and going to this program. There's that feeling of like hope, and you have your dreams, and so people get addicted to that feeling.
Absolutely.
You know, I was talking to you about, you know, you're like, what's the, you know, why do people um do their first deal and then quickly want to do the second one and quickly want to do the third? And you know, when we're talking about that, you know, we should take some time to stabilize these properties, you know. And
Right.
we talked about the reason people do this is because it's exciting. Let's be honest, like buying a deal is exciting, and all the adrenaline that goes into it. And it's the same thing, joining a new program can
Right.
be exciting, and it can seem like you're doing something, right? It gives you the same feelings, adrenaline. It's like getting a new girlfriend, you know. It's like,
Right.
it's like, whoa, you know, the first time you hold hands, and the first time you kind of hug, and you remember the smell, and the first time you kind of put you hug cheek to cheek, and the first time you kiss,
Right.
and
Right.
all of that can be addicting for a lot of people, you know.
Yes.
So people end up in this rat race of information, and they watch this video. I met a guy, he's like, oh, I read 700 books. And I'm like, okay, but what did you do? And he was like, well, nothing. I got to read this next book, and that's the one that's going to, you know, solve all my problems. And so that person is going to continue to go on this like rat race of
Mm.
information.
Yeah.
Information is good, and knowledge is good, but you need to apply it, you know.
Absolutely.
So that this is where you kind of were, you're kind of like in this state of like, you know, you're getting that information. So and by the way, in education is important, absolutely 100%. And so you're
Mm.
getting all this education, but you're like, I'm not seeing the results.
That's exactly it. I mean, I was just getting all this information, and I remember one of the questions you asked me was, this is great and all. Let me ask you something. Have you actually gone out and looked at the property? I said, never. Never stepped out of my whole comfortable space to go out and look at a property. I've run thousands of properties. I've analyzed thousands of properties, but I never actually went out to look at it. And that was a really a moment I had to think about. And so, you know, I remember when you were asking me, you know, the time when I was going to enroll into Wealth Genius, I had to make sure I come in with a clean slate, right? I come in with you said, come in here and make sure, you know, you come in with a right mindset, come in with a clean slate, and then we could take the next level. And that was actually a bit tough, to actually be honest and think about it, because, you know, it's giving up a lot of what you've been doing, giving up that comfort zone and coming into a whole another space where, you know, just let's start afresh. You have some knowledge, but we're going to do something a little bit different around here. And that was a moment where I said, okay, this is something I'm ready to take. And we took the leap of faith. We did it, and man, a game changer.
Well, yeah, like I mean, your results are incredible, but let's go to that first deal, right? That first deal, and kind of like working towards that deal. And what was the most challenging part about that first 10-unit apartment building that you put under your belt? Um, First of all, how scared were you? And what was some of the challenges?
Yeah, great question. Thank you. So Yeah, so this was an opportunity that came to me. It was a 10 unit, and obviously coming from a space where I've never owned a multifamily investment and jumping right to 10. Typically I was thinking I'll start with a duplex or triplex just to kind of get my feet wet. That's what I was learning again in that whole process. But this opportunity arose, and I came with an opportunity that this is a 10 unit that is sitting on quite a bit of property land. It's sitting on 2 acres, approximately 2 acres. And with some due diligence, I found out that there's a possibility that you could actually build on it. Now, here I am in my mindset going, you're gonna get a 10 unit that you've never got, and a possibility of entering into this land development space. It was just a whole explosion of thoughts and emotions. But I decided to take the leap of faith, and I decided to get out of my comfort zone and said, let's do it. I had to take this action to do it. So got the property under contract. That was another, a great moment. And I did what I was taught. I followed a process that you've been able to put together. And the night before closing was something else.
So you would have to say that the biggest challenge for you was the night before closing?
I think so. It was one of, if not the most challenging part about this deal, because there was just so many things happening. I thought, what are the possibilities that could go wrong, right? Could there be any last minute changes? Could there be a change from a partner or a joint venture partner? Could there be anything? Man, there's thousands of things that were going through my mind, and I had to make sure that everything was in order. I must have checked the account to make sure the funds are there. No last minute, administration fee or whatever. Like, just that was a bit of an interesting moment that night. But the next day came, and we got that email from the lawyer saying we're closed. And I think the first person I reached out to was you, telling you we closed. We closed.
And I love it.
I was in a moment where, the adrenaline, just that moment where, you just sign up for new coast, but I just closed.
That's incredible. 10 units on a 2 acre land, you know what I mean? Yes. And, there's some massive opportunities with that land. So congratulations. And so what's the goal?
So the goal at this point is really to obviously just keep learning and just being able to apply what you learn. You never stop growing, you never stop learning, because like you were saying, once you stop learning, man, you just stop expanding. So the goal right now is to keep learning, but at the same time, one of the biggest things that I have that resonates a lot with me is to give back. So I'm entering to a space where I'm going to be entering a position of giving back, because I can tell you firsthand experience what it's like to be on the other side of the spectacle when you have a lot going on, you have no direction, or you want to learn more. I know firsthand what it takes and what you feel when you're on that side of the court.
I love that. I mean, the teacher always learns the most, right? And right. This is an incredible opportunity that you're entering into. I'm proud of you. You should be proud of yourself, of course. And what kind of deals are you looking at now? Like right now?
Right now, okay. Right now, I am just literally I'm presenting an offer tomorrow. It's a 15 unit in Ottawa. Amazing potential with this property here.
So major market, you're not playing around.
No, we're not playing around. Not at all. We're not playing around. So this is one that I have. That's the most current deal that I'm working on right now.
Yeah. So you know what? Like, if you can go back, and by the way, something special happened last week.
Yes, absolutely.
I think it deserves an announcement.
Yes, absolutely.
So, are you ready to release it on this video?
I was born ready.
Okay. I don't want to put you on the spot or anything.
No. Listen, what I've learned is when an opportunity presents itself, you have to maximize it. You can't say, I'll do this next time. Tomorrow never comes. You just got to take it head on and go with it. So yes, this week, I graduated from a Wealth Genius program. I have my
Woo!
certificate here, right here. Uh, Super excited with honors. And on top of the graduation, I could say, wait, I got a little bit of some jewelry right here that shows a bit of an award there. So that goes a long way as well. And I graduated, and I am officially a certified coach.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Certified coach, and I can happily say I am super excited to take on this new journey. But most important is being able to teach somebody else, or guide them, or show them some steps that it takes to go from where you are to where you possibly want to go. And I'm honored. I'm super excited to be able to do that to somebody else on the other side of the spectacle. So super happy, honored, excited, and appreciated to you, to my wife, my lovely wife, who's been absolutely amazing. The support she's been providing has been just tremendous, and to the family. I mean, the family has been great. So thank you, and I appreciate it.
Do you want to share about the other news that happened last week?
The other is so much that's happening
about your
yes.
JOB.
Oh yes, man, dude. Like this, what a roller coaster of emotions here. So yeah, so again, this week started off with me putting into my mindset, and I think reaching again a point of where I was a bit scared, but I said I have to take this opportunity, a leap of faith, or you could call it, to say I'm retiring. Not, I'm giving in my notice. I'm leaving my 9 to 5. And I am officially doing this full time. So I could say I'm happily becoming a full-time real estate investor. It's an amazing journey. It's been an amazing career. But I think I'm ready to take on this new journey to my life. So certified, triple certified.
Congratulations, James. That's incredible. And if you can go back to your 20-year-old self, and to think about at some point in your future, you would be owning apartment buildings, and apartment buildings, not just like apartment buildings, but like multiple apartment buildings, and you'd be in a position where you are now teaching others about how to buy apartment buildings. Would you believe it if someone told you that that would be your future at 20 years old?
No, not even close.
Yeah,
not even close.
It's incredible what we're capable of, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, we live in a mindset of today. We plan with what we have today, but the potential that we have just got to be tapped into, to know what you're capable of doing.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Beautiful.
Never would have thought about something like this. So excited to what's coming, man, because I just have this vision of the potential, that could happen.
Well, talking about that sleepless night that you had with your first 10-unit apartment building, you were going through expansion during that moment, right? You were expanding, and a big believer in expansion, because I believe all of us should be consistently expanding ourselves, and getting into a position where we feel uncomfortable, where we're growing. And for that, you have to take there's got to be some significant risks that you have to take in life, because if you don't take risks, you can't grow. And if you can't grow, you can't expand. And if you can't expand, you can't feel fulfilled. And if you're not fulfilled because life is about fulfillment, you can't be happy. And if you can't be happy, then what's the point of even being here? That's the point. And happiness comes from fulfillment, and fulfillment comes from living outside of your comfort zone. And this is why society people that are stuck at a dead end job. They feel unfulfilled and unhappy because they're no longer growing. And
Right.
all human beings are gonna be that way. And so you have gone through tremendous expansion. Congratulations. And I'm going to encourage you and everyone that's watching this to continue to expand themselves to whatever they think they're capable of. There's just so much more. Times
Right.
it by two, times it by two again, times it by two again, because there's so much more that we're all capable of. And if we can just tap into just a little bit more of our potential, it would be like Renaissance on Earth, right? And so just to kind of close this off, close up the interview here, James, what are some pieces of advice or wisdom that you would leave our friends with?
Wow. Yeah. Great question. A piece of advice I could give somebody would be to have a mindset to just, it's okay to be scared, but take that leap of faith. Take that leap of faith to go into an uncomfortable position, as a mindset. Having an abundance mindset is so important, because it's extremely scary, man. I know firsthand how scary that can be. So whatever they're gonna do, whatever you're gonna do, plan ahead. Just have a mindset of growth. Take action. You gotta get comfortable being uncomfortable, and the rest will follow, brother. It will just come.
I love it. James Rukundo. Hit him with the Instagram, hit him with the Insta.
Yeah,
We're
absolutely.
gonna
Yes.
find you.
Oh man, I'm gonna be all over the space. So they could reach me. My Instagram is Rukundo_investments. My Facebook is James Rukundo. I'm on LinkedIn as well. I can be reached there as well. And you know what? If anybody wants to connect at any time, just wants to just talk, just share a journey where you guys are at, how it could be of value to help out to in any way that you want to just share some thoughts, or have a moment of just exchanging ideas or information to know where you at. I love giving back, and I feel we could connect on any way. So reach out. I'm more than happy to share my journey. I'm more than happy to share what's going on, and until then, we'll stay busy.
All right, my man. Love it. Alfonso loves you.
Love you too.
We'll see you all at the top. Take care, guys.